I belong to you.
Yes, just pop one in the drum.
Do just what you want.
Oh god, I don't even know. Many an hour. Some January to-dos, January goals.
And I always be around when I need some loving, baby.
Hello everybody, Happy New Year. I hope you're all doing really well. Wow, welcome to 2020. Oh god, I can't believe it's a new year. It's absolutely crazy. I hope you all had a wonderful new year, however you spent it, whether you went out, stayed in, got together with friends, family, all that kind of thing. If you had a lovely new year, I really hope you did. We went out, it was really nice. We had a lovely little pub in our area, so we just went there with a couple of friends. It was lovely. But yes, Happy New Year. It's 2020. It is, do you know what? I'm gonna be perfectly honest. This is more of a, I feel like I am honest and true to myself, and I want to be honest and true to you guys. I get a lot of anxiety around a new year. I don't know what it is. I know I'm not the only one on this. I know there's a lot of people out there who do feel the same, but try and almost like push it to the side, and I get why people do that. But yeah, there's something about a new year that just gives me, I mean, I get excited, don't get me wrong, I get really excited, but then I also get a little bit nervous because it's a whole 365 days of opportunities, and it's just, I don't know, I always get this feeling about a good year as well when it's just been a good year. 2019 was hands down the best year of my life to date. So I always get a little bit nervous that the year that follows is not going to be as good, and I know that's always going to happen. There's going to be years that are really good and there's going to be years that are incredible, but last year so much happened, you know. We moved house, I graduated, I made this a full-time job, which is just nuts. Yeah, so much, it's absolutely crazy. It was a really, really good year, and I felt happy. There were some bumps along the way, there's some family things that happened. I lost my dog, Jess, which, like, I was heartbroken about that, you know. Don't get me wrong, there were some hiccups and things, but so, you know, to look at it as a whole, it was a really good year. So yeah, 2020, I am excited. Please don't get me wrong, I am very excited, but I'm just a little bit, I don't know, I guess also is what this is, being my job, obviously being a creator, it's awesome, but you are your own boss, you're a one-man band, so you kind of just, you just have all these emotions and everything flying around, and you feel like you've got to get ready for the new year ahead, and it's crazy, but I am excited, I am. And I just get a little bit of anxiety, but it always subsides around mid-January when everything just gets back into the flow of things. I think it's just a little bit new. But yeah, I hope you're all ready for 2020. Do let me know down below how you're feeling about it. I'm more than happy to have a chat about it as well. I love hearing what everyone thinks about New Year's and stuff. So yeah. But anyway, today's video is kind of going to be, it's going to be a bit of everything really. As you can tell, just in the corner over there, we still do have our Christmas tree up, so we're going to be taking that down today. As I always go back to work, it's down to me to de-Christmasify the flat, which I don't mind. It's really sad actually. It's been a really, really lovely festive period. But yeah, obviously things have got to get cracking. So yeah, we're going to be taking the tree down and then just basically just giving the flat a little spruce, little fresh, clean. I'm also going to be just doing loads of admin work. I've got like some bits to do for like my tax return. So it's going to be like an officey kind of day. Got to get lots of planning done, and then I'm going to give it the flat a good old clean. It's not in too bad shape. Zara did a really grand job before I went to Brussels with my mum. She gave the flat a kind of deep clean, but I think I just need to gut everything again and just, like, you know, give it a little refresh for January. And also I need to do a lot of listing on eBay too. So I need to just basically get all of my wardrobe out and just give it a little bit of a sort through. There's some bits I've popped in a pile throughout the year that I just have never got around to listing. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a montagey video. Yes, I've had a coffee. I'm feeling a little bit sprightly. I haven't had any breakfast yet, so I might have to have a little toast and tea break. But yeah, this is currently what we're dealing with. So this is the Christmas tree, as you've saw so many times. So this has got to come down today. The garland on the fireplace has got, it's actually really sad, but yeah, the garland's got to come down. The presents have got to be put away. They're just the presents that I did for the wrapping video. So yeah, they're going to be put away because they're absolutely perfect. It's pointless unwrapping them and then rewrapping them next year. I'm just taking little bits like the Santa Claus away, clearing all the cards. This has got to go back in this corner with the armchair that's in Zara's bedroom. We've got to change over the cushions and things like that, just back to normal. Sorry that was a really long intro. I didn't really intend on it being that long, but yeah, first things first, I've got to nip up here and get all the boxes down and pop all the decorations away. So cue the montage.
I belong to you.
belong to you.
Do just what you want. You're the one I trust, and I always be around when I need some love and
Okay, so the tree is officially debaubled. It is looking rather bare actually. Oh, wait, I've just spotted one. I always do this. I literally feel like, there we go, lovely. These are the ones we got from John Lewis. I've just popped all those in a bag because they're the ones that are literally just all the same. So pop those to the side. Yeah, it's fully bare. I just watched someone called Freya Farrington, who's awesome. Ewan introduced me to her channel. She's absolutely incredible. I'll link her channel down below. She had like a really good bauble organizer, which I wish I had. It's from Home Bargains. I checked online and it's all sold out. So we basically just use these two black boxes. This is the little tub that we have one set of our Christmas lights to go into. And then I just use a piece of cardboard like this, and then I unwrap the lights and ravel it around, and it just kind of works for then when you get them out next Christmas, it's gonna all be nice and not tangled. And then the last thing to do is take the star off the top, and that's it. The tree is officially down. Note to self, don't let Zara do the Christmas tree lights in future. Oh my good lord. I have absolutely no idea how on earth she did this. I've literally just watched the vlog back. Like, she's intertwined them around the tree trunk, which, I mean, looked wonderful, but honestly, like, it's just like a maze in there. I mean, oh god. This is the part of Christmas I really do not enjoy. Okay, so we are making good progress. The tree is looking rather wonky, but it's completely delit. Delit, is that a word? It's undecorated, basically. We've lost all of the lights and the baubles, and that's all done. I've cleared the fireplace. I just need to give that a little bit of a hoover. All these presents are going to go into storage. This wreath was the one that me and Zara made, and I've just basically clipped all of like the pine cones and like cinnamon sticks and stuff, and like oranges and bits and bobs, and just put those away because they're dry. Basically, they can just be put away, and then you can just reuse them next year. So those two boxes are now very, very full. This wreath is a real wreath, and it's kind of like all dried up and died, so that just needs to put into recycling, and then everything else just needs to go away. This is the wreath that we had. This is an artificial wreath, so definitely going to use that again next year. So it's all looking really bare. I just need to now take all the cards down, give everything a little once over, and put it all away. Okay, so the tree has gone. There's the remnants of the pine needles on the floor. I just used a saw to saw like the trunk into like thirds, and the council that we live in the borough of Lambeth actually take away the trees and they recycle them, and I think they just wood chop them down and it's made into compost or something along those lines. I know that they are recycled, which is obviously good. So yeah, tree's gone. Feels very echoey in here. I'm just gonna get the dustpan and brush and just give this a quick sweep before I get the hoover out, just because I don't want to clog the hoover with loads of pine needles. We do have our tree skirt, which is huge, so that might be a bit of a nightmare to store. I might have to think about where I'll pop that, but yeah, nearly done. And then just gonna put the armchair back in the corner, and then it's all done for another year.
take me to your heart.
I belong to you.
Okay, so everything is now back where it should be. Just drag the armchair in and give everything a little bit of a freshen up. Those pictures just need to go back onto the wall. I've cleared the corner where the cheese plant was,
We had to have a bit of like a rejig. I'm just going to give everything a little clean. I brought some cleaning products in, so I've just got some furniture polish. I've got some antibacterial method spray. It's looking a little bit worse for wear. There we go. This one's amazing as well, rhubarb. It smells so good. So I'm just going to give the dining table a quick anti-bac and then polish it off. And this area is pretty much sorted now. It's all nice and cozy, and the corner's back how it's looking. I've literally just got everything where it should be. We're going to do a trip to IKEA at the weekend, which do expect to vlog. We've got loads of games from Zara's family, so we just maybe need to get like a nice little crate or something to pop those in. But yeah, everything's just looking how it should be. So I think give the room a little once over with a hoover. And the hallway's looking nice and clean. I'm just going to move everything back over to give the plant a bit more space. This is still giving me a bit of a headache. I'm yet to figure out what I'm going to do with the tree skirt. And yeah, everything's just looking nice and tidy and clean. The shelves back looking how it used to. Normality is restored.
Take me to your soul.
Okay, the living room is looking tip-top. Now I'm going to pop a wash on because I have some laundry to do. We had a couple of friends stay over for New Year's, so I kind of just had a bit of like towels and everything that needs to have like a proper thorough wash. So I'm going to separate lights and darks. So we're going to do this power lights and this power darks. So yeah, I just feel like starting your year with like a clean and tidy house, you know, packing away Christmas and just starting afresh is a really good way. So yeah. That's why I'm on a mission today. In terms of cleaning products as well, I don't really use anything too fancy at all. I'm no Mrs. Hinch or like some goddess of cleaning. I just use this, which is soft and pure gentle, because me and Zara suffer from sensitive skin, so this is really good. What on earth was that? Oh! I think there's some water up there. Yeah, we both suffer from sensitive skin. So yeah, this offers 7 days of freshness, and this is just from Aldi. And then I just get these 3-in-1 bold, I don't even know what this is. I just think they're just like washing tablets. So I basically just pop one of those in the drum in there. So just pop one in the drum, and then close the drum. Oh, it says, there we go. And then I just pop a cap full of this, plus a little bit extra because I like the clothes to smell nice. And then I put it on a really low wash, so we're going to do 30 degrees, 800 spin. Perfect. Okay, so when I'm working from home, which is the first working day of 2020, you see everything clean, set up and tidy, it's all ready to start work. I've got my diary open on the day that we are on today, and then I'm going to be basically writing down some January to-dos, January goals, birthdays, and anniversaries if there are any. This planner is honestly a lifesaver. I bought this in HomeSense, and I know you and Mr. Carrington is using a very similar one too. So basically, before I even open my laptop and try and tackle anything on there, I'm just going to sit down and do a little bit of planning. But before we do all of that, I feel like I need to make myself a coffee. My latte art is dramatically improving and coming back to me very slowly. Sorry for the interrogation lighting, guys. I feel like January is still quite bleak, and we're waiting for those daylight hours to come back. So what I'm going to be doing is just basically going through here and writing some goals. I don't want to set like an annual goal of what I want to achieve in the whole of 2020. I think that would be cool. I also want to just set monthly goals. So this year, as well as last year, me and Zara, we went vegetarian for the whole month of January just to try and basically even out the, I wouldn't say excessive meat consumption, but a little bit more than we usually would eat, just to give our bodies a chance just to reset and just to introduce more vegetables into our diet, because we do try and eat as much as we possibly can, but yeah, it's just basically just something that we did last year and we really enjoyed it. So that's going to be my first January goal. I'm just going to put be vegetarian, and then my next January goal is to try and do a no by Jan. And by no by January, I don't mean a complete spend and ban, more so just to try and be a little bit more conscious about my spending, especially in January, because obviously it's a month that is obviously difficult financially for a lot of people, and I have to try and budget obviously with what comes in and what goes out. So I'm going to just put no by in brief quotation marks.
Another January goal I would say is to learn to say no. And that one's quite funny because I say yes to a lot of things in life, which was something I never used to do, but then it's kind of come back tenfold because I don't know, I find it hard to say no when opportunities come in, when I'm stretching myself a little bit too much, and it's something I am going to have to definitely learn for sure, just to maybe take a step back and just learn that I don't need to say yes to everything, and that I can also have a little bit of downtime. So that's another goal. I'm just going to put drink less. Myself and Zara obviously do enjoy going out and socialising and seeing friends and stuff, but I think just reducing my alcohol consumption, reducing my meat consumption, and learning the ability to just have everything in moderation is always good. I mean, you know, we're not like party animals at all, but I mean just like maybe skipping a glass of wine with dinner rather than, you know, just having a glass each. We could just do some soft drinks, we could do some mocktails or something like that. So I'm gonna say they're my 4 goals for January. We have some more holistic 2020 goals, but I think it's really, really nice to just outline them so every time you open up your diary, they're just there and you remember them. January birthdays, I'll fill that in later. January anniversaries again. January to-dos, I'm gonna put a tax return because I need to do that, and that is like at the top of my priorities to do right now. I've had my accountant email me this morning. I'm like, I'm just cleaning my house, I'll be with you shortly. So yeah, that's a January to do for sure. I don't really necessarily use this more as a planner as, I guess I use it as a diary. So I do have my diary on my phone, and this is kind of how I work things. So I'm going to take you off of the tripod and show you how things work. So basically, I am a traditionalist when it comes to anything remotely organisational. I do like to have things in paper, but I also do use my phone because I carry this everywhere I go. I wouldn't be without my phone. So I have my calendar. So as you can see, this was December, and December was a very busy month. These little grey dots mean that there was something essentially on every single day, if not multiple things on multiple days. Whereas January is looking a little bit more quiet, to be fair. There's not really much going on at all. There's a couple of grey dots of things that are coming up, but what I do is, because I sometimes answer emails on my phone of like meetings and events and things, I add it straight into my digital diary, and then at the end of the day or the next working day in the morning, I transfer it into my paper diary, just so I have a backup of both. My phone syncs to my laptop as well, so basically they both are connected, so anything that gets added onto here, I can add it into here, and vice versa. If I get an email on my laptop and I add it on my desk calendar, it comes in on my mobile, so it's really, really clever. And today I just looked through, so I've got everything. It's essentially I have everything synced up. I also have my Google Mail linked up as well, so any emails that come through that are invitations come straight into my phone, which is great. So yeah, I'm just going to basically transfer things into here, and then that's pretty much it. Okay, so I've just been sat at my desk. It's now 5:15. I've literally been here for like, oh god, I don't even know, many an hour. And yeah, it feels so good to just have a really clear workspace. I'm going to pack all this away, but my to-do list has well and truly been ticked off. I've done what I need to do. Bedroom's nice and tidy. I was just about to address the pile of stuff in the corner, and you know what, it's actually not coming up too bad. Basically, it's now dark outside, and I was going to list some items on eBay that I'm going to be selling, just clothes that I don't really wear anymore. A lot of this is going to go to charity, but like I said, there's a bits and bobs that are like high value items, so I just want to give them a new home. So yeah, these are going to be on eBay very soon. If they're up by the time this video goes live, which I think they might be, I'll put it in the description box if you want to check out any items. Any guys out there, or maybe women who you want to check for whoever else who's a guy in your life, do head over to my eBay. It's just UK people, unfortunately, just to save on shipping costs. But yeah, it's going to be on there. It's quite a large pile, to be fair. It's got a bit out of hand. I've had this here since I've moved in August, which is not ideal. I've just hung some more laundry out to dry. It's actually nearly dry, which is perfect. And then I'm going to pop some more out on here. So now that the laundry is all done, the only other thing I really have to do is sort through the fridge. And we are going to be doing a food shop this evening when Zara gets in from work. I'm not going to include it in this video because I feel like this might be really long, but I'm definitely going to be including like our journey through January in terms of like vegetarian and vegan meals. So if you do want to see those types of videos, do let me know down below, and I'm more than happy to film them, because last time I did like a come shop with me to Aldi, it did really, really well, and a lot of you said that you enjoyed like the meal plan throughout the week. So we still do use the meal planner, which is here, so we're going to keep that in the fridge. And we're also going to have a look through some cookbooks up there just before we go this evening, just to try and get some kind of idea of what we're going to be buying. Obviously we're not going to be having any meat, so that kind of just means we've got to be a little bit more savvy about what we do eat lunch and dinner and breakfast and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's been good. I feel really on top of the thing. It's been a very productive day. Very good. So yeah, if you had enjoyed the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic January and 2020. I'm very, very excited for the journey of the next year. It's going to be really, really special, and I'm so happy to be able to take you along for it as well. So yeah, thank you so much. Happy New Year, and I'll catch you guys very, very soon. Bye for now.